The most transformative leaders are those who lead from their hearts and not their heads. And on that note, I welcome you to Know Your Representative, the program that bridges the visible gap between lawmakers and their constituents. I am Maria Olasheinde. We'll take a short break. I'll be back soon. Stay with us. The task of the leaders is to get their people from where they are to where they've not been. How do we hold our leaders accountable in the business of lawmaking and representation?
The mandate that you have given to us is not abuse in any way.
The primary purpose of government is to ensure the welfare and security of the Nigerian people.
The constituency project had noble intentions and they still remain the most veritable tool.
Do they really know their representatives at the states and national assemblies?
Our people, they don't have water, they are suffering. They only drink water from where rain fall.
For the current one, the 10th assembly, I don't really know who is in charge.
From the mountaintops to the deepest valleys, we're ready to go an extra mile just to show Nigerian your constituency project. Know your representative with Maria, bridging the visible gap.
From the realm of state champions to the grand finale of the NILDS queerations to national ambitions and turning visions into reality.
The Director General of NILDS, Professor Abubakar Olarinwaju Suleiman, has emphasized that democratic participation is a core pillar of governance and should actively involve children and young people. The DG made this comment at the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies NILDS National Quiz on Legislature and Democracy.
The first editions of the competition held in the year 2016, with participating schools drawn strictly within the Federal Capital Territory. The competition continued to be an annual event in that format until the Institute's Governing Council under the 9th Assembly directed that the competition should be expanded to the length and breadth of the country. This was successfully done in the year 2022 in collaboration with all 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. However, only 34 states participated last year, with Akwa Ibom winning the competition. Last year, 35 states participated, with Enugu lifting the trophy. These 9 editions of the competition is therefore the third time the competition is holding at the national level, and the first time all the 36 states participated in the competition. This is a testament of the impact the quiz competition is making in the country and the popularity it has gained in the last 3 years. The broad objective of this competition, therefore, is to provide continued education on the legislature and broaden the knowledge of students and youth on the history, practice, and procedure of the legislature, and encourage deeper understanding of civic and democratic governance in our country. The competition is also targeted to stimulate the interest of young students and make them more proactive in matters relating to the legislature and democracy.
Emitono High School, Port Harcourt, has emerged champions of the 2024 National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, NILDS, on the National Quiz on Legislature and Democracy. The school, which represented the South-South zone, scored 70 points to emerge victorious, while School for the Gifted Gwagwalada FCT, which represented the North Central, scored 55 points to emerge second. Also, Bishop Otubelu Juniorate Trans Ekulu Enugu State, which represented Southeast Zone, came third with 55 points. The competition aims to deepen students' understanding of the legislature by educating them on its history, practices, and processes, thereby fostering a greater awareness of civic and democratic governance. At the event, the Speaker House of Representatives Honorable Tajuddin Abbas urged the participants to carry the lessons learnt from the quiz through life in order to become great leaders and better citizens. As young people, it is essential that you become well-versed in the principles of democracy, governance, and nation building. Through platforms like this, we seek to encourage nation building.
As the Institute therefore holds the grand finale of the 9th edition of the NILDS quiz competition on legislature, democracy, and governance, it is my expectation that the overall objective of this competition will be realized, as I wish all the participating schools success. We are committed to further improving this laudable initiative for even greater impact. It has been a practice that whosoever emerges as the winner of the quiz competition is awarded scholarship from the first year university up to the end of the program. It is on this note, therefore, that I wish all the competing schools who are presenting their respective zones a very successful quiz competition and may the best team win. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure once again to welcome you to NILDS, the best think tank for Nigerian democracy and indeed ECOWAS of Lagos.
As you engage in today's quiz, I encourage you to remember that the true test of democracy isn't about winning or losing. It's about how we interact with each other, how we unfold fairness, and how we embrace respect and understanding. We hope that this experience will inspire you to continue engaging with the democratic process. As you grow, remember the importance of your vote, the strength of your voice, and the power of your actions. Finally, I commend NILDS once again for its dedication to fostering democracy and development in Nigeria. I believe that one day, some of you will take on roles of leadership, shaping the direction of Nigeria with a commitment to justice, fairness, and democratic governance.
The rules of the game, I want to, in the open, unseal this envelope. To our dear Peace Master.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. There shall be 5 questions for each round, and each question carries 5 points. Participants have 30 seconds to answer questions, and this is counting from the moment the quiz master completes reading out the question. Question 1 to 40. So we begin with Enugu.
Question 5.
Question 5 says, the committee responsible for taking measures on the code of conduct of members in the House of Representatives is the committee on A, rules and business, B, ethics and privileges, C, code of conduct, D, legislative compliance.
B.
B, is that your final answer?
Yes.
You're certain about that? You still have a few more seconds. In your 30 seconds, your final answer.
Yes.
All right. The correct answer is B, ethics and privileges. In the stages of bill progression, a committee report comes before A, gazetting, B, first reading, C, second reading, D, third reading.
Third reading.
You have chosen D, third reading, and both of you just blurted it out because you sound so confident. You don't want to change your mind on that, do you? You said it. Well, we also won't waste time. If you're certain, then I am also certain that that is the correct answer. According to the rules, Rivers with 50 active, FCT with 45 active, Trans-Ekulu Enugu with 40. These are the cumulative scores. So they say the least of them will have to take a bow. And from 50, 45, and 40, who do we have to take a bow? The end of round 3, and brings us to the moment of truth, if you like. So let's see how it looks like. 95. At the entry of the presiding officer in the Senate, all senators must stand. All senators must stand still until the presiding officer has taken his or her seat. A, true. B, false. C, only for committees of the whole sittings. D, only for closed door sessions.
A, true.
You have chosen A, which says it's true. That's your final answer. As we go into the last 3 seconds of your time limit, well, no chance to change your mind. So, the correct answer is actually A. It's true. At the entry of the presiding officer, at the end of round 3, the cumulative scores show that School for the Gifted, Gwawelada FCT Abuja, 65. Enugu, we have to take a close look. Bishop Ojubelu Juniorate, Trans-Ekulu, Enugu, 55. And Etona High School, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, 70. By those results, so hopefully they want to engineer greater things to happen in this country, and they want to engineer the process as to improve legislative knowledge, not just in schools, but in Nigeria's legislature and the country. So thank you very much. At this point, up to this time.
Prosper, Calvin, please, sorry, come and be on stand.
after a winner emerged on Wednesday, November the 20th, 2024. Professor Abubakar Olarinwaju Suleiman, the Director General of NILDS, formally presented the champions of the NILDS National Quiz Competition on Legislature and Democracy for senior secondary schools in Nigeria to the Chairman of NILDS Governing Council and President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, GCON. The quiz competition is an initiative aimed at deepening students' understanding of the legislature and democracy by educating them on its history, practices, and processes. It seeks to foster greater awareness of civic responsibilities and democratic governance among young Nigerians, encouraging them to become informed and active participants in the nation's democratic processes. This landmark competition underscores NILD's commitment to promoting legislative education and strengthening democratic values at the grassroots level. It also serves as a platform to inspire academic excellence, collaboration, and critical thinking among the youth who are the future leaders of Nigeria.
We want to do more this year. By Allah's grace, we want to thank all the participating schools, the teachers. Some of the questions asked these children, some of us could answer those questions. In fact, myself and the honorable, we are contest of question whether we are right or not. This is a true time of confession. Let us confess our sin. And you see these children getting the question where we are getting no to the question there. So you have done very well. I want to appreciate these teachers, that all the schools that have done well, please, should there be need for NILDS, National Assembly, to assist them in their educations, which are there to do this. The gift items is symbolic. There are so many things we can do for you. All the 12 students are sent today as students of NILDS. NILDS, we do mentorship of all categories. We have NMI program on leadership and legislative studies. We have legislative internship for young graduates that read law. We have all sorts of mentorship for our younger ones. In line with our policy, the best students or schools normally go with not only the gift. As I said, we see to their admission to the university, and we pay for the tuition fee from 100 level by the way.
And so with this and plenty, Nigeria may be met.
Heartfelt gratitude to the Senate Committee on Legislative Compliance under the chairmanship of distinguished Senator Garba Musa Medoki for his commitment to this critical area of legislative work. I also thank our resource persons, facilitators, and everyone present here today for taking the time to be part of this initiative. I would like to especially thank our partner, the Conrad and State Tongue, under the leadership of the resident representative in Nigeria, Marijan Peran, for your commitment and support in strengthening parliamentary and democratic institutions across our country and beyond. I look forward to our continuous partnership and collaboration until our shared goals in nation building are achieved.
I cannot thank you enough. This has reinforced my belief that the 10th Senate really want the compliance and are interested. You are the chief compliance officer. Whatever we are doing, we are secondary to the Senate leadership, who are the drivers of compliance to the Senate. We look forward to robust discussions, and at the end of it, we hope we will come up with workable solutions that fit the Senate and will leave a legacy for the 10th Senate after we leave. The Senate President, it might interest you, when we were sworn in, I was given just one piece of paper as a handy over note. This is the legacy I don't want to leave behind. I want to leave something, a foundation for which subsequent senators can build on.
Let me take this opportunity to reaffirm the commitment of the Senate to fostering accountability, transparency, and good governance. We will continue to support initiatives that ensure the effective implementation of laws and policies in alignment to our legislative agenda and the aspirations of Nigerian people. On behalf of the Senate and the entire National Assembly, I wish to thank NILDS and CARES for working closely together in making this program a reality. I also wish to thank our resource persons and all participants for contributing to this critical conversation. I look forward to the recommendations that will emerge from today's deliberations, and I assure you of our unwavering support in implementing them. Once again, I welcome you to this event and wish you, and of course all of us, a productive and insightful engagement. Before I declare that open, I was pushed to use that word capacitator just the way our children use, because I can't but emphasize the hard work being put by the chairman of this important committee. He has reshaped the committee. He has brought the committee out. The committee was quite inactive before the 10th Senate came on board. But through his effort and that of members of his committee, he has put energy into this committee. We are proud of you, Mr. Chairman. Proud of you. Please, more grace your elbows. And I was also pushed to use our word capacitated for our DG, because everyone knows this, the effort he always put to promote the activities of NILDS. He has changed the trajectory of NILDS, and NILDS is now a household name in the entire country. We are proud of you. It's on this note, I hereby declare this event.
The task of the leaders is to get their people from where they are to where they've not been. How do we hold our leaders accountable in the business of lawmaking and representation?
The mandate that you have given to us is not abused in any way.
The primary purpose of government is to ensure the welfare and security of the Nigerian people.
The constituency project had noble intentions, and they still remain the most veritable tool.
Do they really know their representatives at the states and national assemblies?
Our people, they don't have water, they are suffering. They only drink water from where rain fall.
For the current one, the 10th assembly, I don't really know who is in charge.
From the mountaintops to the deepest valleys, we're ready to go an extra mile just to show Nigerian your constituency project. Know your representative with Maria, bridging the visible gap. Thank you for being a part of the program Know Your Representative with Maria. Join me same time next week as I bring you another interesting edition. For missed episodes, you can catch up on our YouTube page, My Base TV. Thanks for watching. I am Maria Olashende. Goodbye and God bless Nigeria.